Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I'm on my main computer running Windows 8.1 and Windows 8.1 is the main topic of this video. As you may know, Windows 7 support is ending in like 2 days. Yeah, it's pretty close, and in today's video I will show you how to upgrade to Windows 8.1 from Windows 7. This is the result of an upgrade. I have a virtual machine snapshot. You will see it looks exactly like this. It's activated with the script. We'll talk about that later, but it's activated actually, as you can see. I'm sorry this Windows is in Czech language, but I would have to download free ISOs in English, and that's something I don't have time for, so I will translate everything important so you will actually understand what I'm doing. So yeah, let's get into that. I will revert the virtual machine. Yes. And let's talk why you should upgrade to Windows 8.1 and not to Windows 10. Well, yeah, if you're using Windows Vista or XP, that's pretty likely because you're watching my channel and I made the Roblox video or the VMware workstation. I have secondary computer running Windows Vista. I love the computer, I love the Windows Vista. Hey, this is Windows 7. But you should upgrade to Windows 8.1. We need to have Windows 8.1 market share as big as possible. You may remember how the Windows XP and Vista support ended simultaneously because companies didn't really care about Vista at all. Like, for example, Google Chrome ended support like 1 year before Vista support officially ended. They cut it even before that because they merged the Google Chrome with the XP branch or something like that happened around version 41. So yeah, let's not talk about that. If you're running Windows Vista, consider upgrade to 8.1. Let's get on the same boat, everyone, right? So, you need to make some precaution before upgrading to Windows 8.1. If you're running AMD graphics card, do not upgrade to Windows 8.1. Well, that's one thing, because AMD dropped the support for Windows 8.1 like in 2017. That's hilarious. Let me quickly Google that. The latest driver is like something from 2017. It makes no fucking sense. No Vega drivers, only for Windows 7. Like, yeah, this is the forum post. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. You can install Windows 7 driver on 8.1, but actually I tried that. Yeah, gaming is alright, but like, for example, browser hardware acceleration sometimes doesn't work. The OS is not the most stable thing, so you should not upgrade. You should consider staying on 7 with like the post EOL updates, or upgrade to Windows 10, unfortunately, guys. Running older driver doesn't make really sense because some newer game requires newer driver. If you're running NVIDIA GPU or Intel GPU, you can continue because Windows 8.1 is still supported. Like, NVIDIA doesn't support officially RTX GPUs, but they made the drivers. They just didn't mention 8.1 specifically. But if you download Windows 7 driver, Windows 8.1 strings are in there, and they are made specifically for Windows 8.1. I don't really know why they don't list 8.1. Alright, next, you need to download at least Ethernet driver, because after the upgrade you may not have access to the internet and you need to download other drivers after that. So, you need to download a driver from your motherboard manufacturer. That could be Asus or MSI or whatever. So Asus, I don't know, B350 for example, drivers, it's pretty straightforward. It could be made for Windows 7 or 8.1, it doesn't really matter. Windows 7 driver for Ethernet will install on Windows 8.1, but most motherboards does support Windows 8.1 still. Okay, so if you have older motherboard, that doesn't matter. You can install Windows 7 driver, no problem. I recommend at least 1 GB of RAM. Well, that's official Microsoft, the lowest compare. That's a minimum specs for Windows 8.1. But 1 GB of RAM is actually for the OS itself and maybe 1 tab in Firefox or Google Chrome. Yeah, so consider upgrading your RAM and not operating system. So yeah, if you have the Ethernet driver downloaded, then you can continue. So if you have a lot of programs you don't want to reinstall and have all these settings, like for example wallpaper, the sounds, everything, and you want to keep everything specifically, and yeah, you have a longer way to 8.1, because you need first to upgrade to Windows 8.0 and from Windows 8.0 upgrade then to 8.1. You was able to see the result on the beginning of this video. That looked actually completely the same as this desktop, because the upgrade was from Windows 7 to 8.0 and then to 8.1. It works flawlessly, but just takes a while, like I don't know, like 40-50 minutes, and if you have like 2 terabytes of data there, it could take 2 hours. I'm not joking. Like going from 7 to 8.0 is like half an hour, but then to 8.1 with 2 terabytes of data, for example, 8.1 takes 2 times as long as the 8.0. It doesn't make sense, but yeah, it's what it is. If you want to upgrade to 8.0 and then to 8.1 because you want to keep all your programs like Steam and Firefox, or you want to keep everything as is, you need to obtain the ISO from somewhere, because Microsoft doesn't officially allow to download 8.0 anymore. You can obtain it, just make sure it isn't pre-activated or doesn't contain any malware. So yeah, if you have 8.0, make sure you have 64-bit if you're running Windows 7 64-bit, or 32-bit. Doesn't make any difference if you download Home or Pro. If you have the 8.0 ISO, I would be able to share it with you, but I have only the Czech copy of it, so that wouldn't really help you much. So yeah, let's just upgrade. If you don't mind reinstalling all your applications, then you can upgrade directly to 8.1. It's pretty straightforward. You will see it. Let's go. So insert. Okay. I will show you how to download 8.1 at least. Windows 8.1 download. It's that easy. Click on the Microsoft side. Okay, it's in Czech. Can I look it up in English? And the US? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's not loading for some reason. Okay. Alright, and US. There you go. You just select edition, so that's only Windows 8.1. Do not click any of this. These are special editions. Confirm, and choose your language. For example, English. Confirm, and now download. Okay, so again, if you're running Windows 7 64-bit, download this one. If you're running Windows 7 32-bit, download this one. Pretty straightforward. Now, you need program called Daemon Tools or Rufus. You can do it both ways, or you can just have WinRAR and extract the ISO to folder and run the setup.exe. There are multiple steps how to do this, so it's easy. Like I will show you. Okay, I need to connect the ISO. So Please wait. Alright, so Windows 8.1 Pro 64. Alright. No. I want to connect Windows 8.0. Alright, Windows 8.0. Alright. Yeah, my cloud was sleeping. Alright. If you open the ISO with WinRAR, you will see this, and you just need to copy it to some folder, like you are creating a folder and move everything to here. Pretty easy. And then run the setup. That was loud. Alright, click no thanks. And now, you need the default product key for Windows 8.0. Doesn't matter where you find it, you just need the generic Windows 8.1 product key. I will leave the Pro version in description. I actually have it somewhere. Yeah, I will leave the Pro version in description, and yeah, the home version is here too. Yeah, so I will keep both of them. Click I agree, continue, and then keep Windows settings, personal files, and applications. I will show you nothing will happen. This is my documents folder. I have a folder called lul and here's text document. I don't think so. This will be kept. Your app data, for example, Minecraft modes will be kept, program files will be kept, desktop will be kept, all your pictures. Look at my masterpiece. This will stay on Windows 8.1 too. You just need to click the first option. If you go straight to Windows 8.1, you will get nothing or only personal files. That means the installer will keep my documents, my pictures, my desktop, but not the Google Chrome, Steam, WinRAR, etc, etc. So that's why I'm doing the long way, because this way it will keep all my files. Click next. It's checking my computer is ready. It should be. Okay, this may happen, but this is virtual machine and this is why it's happening. I reverted the snapshot and that's why. I just need to restart a computer and I can continue. So if it happens to you too, don't worry, just restart your computer, it will work. Now, let's talk about the market share again. Windows 8.1 market share has decreased to 4.8%. That's painfully low. If you don't want to upgrade to Windows 8.1, please install it in virtual machine. At least, let's just help Windows 8.1 to survive. At least to 2023. That's when its support ends. Now let's run the setup again. Click continue from the place where the installation was interrupted. Okay. And now it should let us install the operating system. I will speed this part because it takes like half an hour. Okay, and click install. I will be back on the OOB screen. So it took like 10 minutes, but we're done. You can select your color, doesn't really matter, but it will transfer over to 8.1, so don't select pink. I will select, for example, this one. Click customize. Okay, I don't know if you're at home. Most likely you're home, so do whatever you want. Now, I don't set up Windows Update on 8.0 since it's officially unsupported, so yeah. Well, I will say something about it because you know, this setting will not transfer to 8.1, so yeah, you don't need to select this because it would find some updates and only slow the process. The updates are like from 2016, so okay, it's unchecked. Uncheck everything you will see. These are just shit. Okay, so it transferred over your non-Microsoft account. Click just skip and you will keep using that one. Now it's finalizing our settings. And you will see like welcome, hi, I don't know. While we prepare everything, try out how to use Windows. Okay, if you hate Metro UI, I don't blame you. I actually like it. Look, I use it on my main computer. But if you hate Metro UI, you can actually transfer 8.1 to look exactly like Windows 7, or just install Classic Shell and you will have the start menu like on Windows 7. Windows 8.1 is basically a better Windows 7. It boots up faster, you have kernel extensions that are not present on Windows 7, and let's hope it will bring... Okay, WDDM 1.3 is new here, so let's hope it will help us in some way. Now, since you have Windows 8.1 already installed, 8. Have I said 8.1? No, you have 8.0, or I have Windows 8. Oh my goodness. Well, you need the Windows 8.1 ISO that you have downloaded on your Windows 7 computer. That's this one, actually. You should have it in your downloads folder, or if you moved it somewhere else, then you have it somewhere else. Windows 8.0 have native ISO support, so just double click it and it will open it like DVD drive. So let me do that actually, and as you may hear, the Windows 7 sounds are here. My background is the same, even the icons are on the same place. That may not happen to you because the GPU driver may not be compatible with Windows 8.1 and you need to download the 8.1 driver. So your icons may be messed up, but that's like nothing. You can do this in like 5 minutes. Okay, so let me connect 8.1 ISO. Do not install any driver, it doesn't make sense. You're just upgrading from Windows 8.0 to 8.1. 64, okay. Okay. Double click, yes. And it's the same one as with the Windows 8.0, you're just clicking next. Okay, you need the default product key. I actually put it somewhere else. I don't know, Windows, I will Google it again. There you go. It's this one. It's in the video description too. It isn't illegal. I would never actually share virus or... Oh, how it's said in English? Well, crack. Yeah, that's yeah. Well, it's crack. It isn't, because it's a default generic product key that only allows you to... It didn't ask for it. That's pretty strange. Yeah, you're keeping your Windows settings, personal files, and applications. Click install. Well, I don't really know why it didn't ask for product key, but yeah, whatever. This isn't like piracy, because these are generic product keys that Microsoft really offers for you to install the operating system and then, for example, sysprep it for customer or whatever. But the last part, I can only recommend buying an eBay key, because there's no way how to officially buy Windows 8.1, or use the activation script I will provide in description. It isn't malware, it's just a script. I can actually show it to you. I have it on my desktop. And only thing it will do, it will redirect the KMS server to this one. Yeah, I found that on the internet, but it works. it really can't hurt your computer. It isn't a virus. It will install the product key, set the server, and then activate. Let's keep it somewhere on the hard drive, encrypted in WinRAR archive, and otherwise if you install antivirus, it will actually remove it because it would say it's a virus. You don't need to keep it, but sometimes the Windows will get deactivated like once a year, so keep it just somewhere, or you can Google it, it's pretty easy. If you don't activate 8.1, it's actually worse than on Windows 10 because it will not show like activate Windows, go to settings. It will actually full screen say activate Windows, and it will actually even minimize your game in middle of battle, or don't ask me how I know that. It's actually pretty bad. So yeah, you need to somehow activate it. Okay, let's wait for this to finish and I will be back again on the OOB screen. We will do some more settings than we did on 8.0. Alright, we're nearly finishing. So 84% will be like any moment. Okay, after the install, make sure everything is where you left it. It's recommended to make a backup. I will put the warning in front of the video. Now I'm thinking about that, but whatever. There is a third way actually, and that's a clean install. That will erase pretty much everything, and it's the most recommended one because it takes the shortest period of time, and the computer will be the fastest of all of these methods because again there is no junk left from the Windows 7, and it's pretty painless. You will just install all the drivers and programs again and move all your files back there. I will actually show you how to do it, but it's the most easiest one of all of them. Okay, so this will, okay, there you go. Now click customize. Okay, whatever, you will click there. Now the Windows Update. Now this is kind of personal. Since I'm running AMD Ryzen on my main computer, I don't have Windows Update turned on. Actually, I can bypass the CPU check that Microsoft made, and it's no problem. I can install updates, but I just don't like it because I feel like Microsoft is no longer testing these updates when releasing to 8.1, or they do, but not as precisely as for 7 and 10. And I don't want any telemetry to be on my computer, but you can still download only the security updates from Microsoft Update Catalog. I choose to not set up, but keep the automatically download drivers for my devices, application, and information for new devices. Well, I don't actually tell you to turn off Windows Update. I can't tell you that because that's actually unsafe and I'm risking my own data. I don't have even antivirus, just I'm not someone who should actually teach you about PC security, but I'm just saying that I don't like telemetry and I hate Microsoft for backporting the telemetry back to 8.1 and 7. But for this virtual machine, I will keep it turned on. Click next. Now I choose to turn this off because this is use Windows error reporting for, it just sends information to Microsoft that I don't really want. Make sure these are turned off because this is the telemetry you don't want to have turned on. Oh my goodness, I wish I don't have to tell you that, but yeah, this is Microsoft. I choose to uncheck everything, but this allows application to use your name and picture of your account. Well, I don't really mind that. And I don't want any of this. You can actually, I don't want to translate all in English, but it's straightforward. You will see. And that's it. Actually, it's done. You've made it. You have 8.1 upgraded from 7. Now, if you have Steam and a lot of games, don't panic. If the games won't start up, it could mean 3 things actually. Your GPU drivers are not installed. Now remember, Windows 8.1 have the better Microsoft basic display adapter that actually can even choose 1920 x 1080, the good resolution for your GPU. So check on that, and it's always better to just download the new drivers like from Nvidia and the newest one of course and install it. You can really mess up anything with that. If that didn't actually help and you have the drivers installed, make sure .NET Framework 4.8 is installed. Remember, if you upgrade from Windows 7, the .NET Framework and Visual C++ will not transfer over. You need to install specific versions for Windows 8.1 again. So just Google Visual C++ 2015 to 2019 or whatever version you actually need and install it again. The same with .NET 4.8. .NET Framework will actually install automatically if you have the Windows Update turned on. Do not click check for updates. Windows will actually download the updates like 3 days after installation, because otherwise you will mess it up. I'm not joking. Windows 8.1 have the weirdest bug of all of them, because this is the update 1 and lacks one security update that makes Windows Update to run. Well, this is tongue twister. Yeah, but just don't click anything, let Windows to do that. You will see Windows will actually find these updates and install it for you, if you want them, of course. Okay, and that would be actually done. No. Activation. I promised you an activation, so let's wait for this to finish.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways.
Okay, finally it's done. So as you can see, we're on the same desktop as we left it in Windows 7. Now let's just check if all your drivers are installed. So right click your computer, click manage, will load up, click device manager and check for all these missing drivers. I know most of people will hate me for this, but if you can't find specific drivers, download Driver Booster, it will find it for you, then uninstall it. Driver Booster isn't bad, it's a little bit adver, but if you're actually careful, it can only install the drivers and then you can do bippity bobbity, go fuck yourself. And that's it. Just check under the GPU drivers that your GPU model is shown here and not just Microsoft Basic Display Adapter. Mine is, so I can only move the activation script that you have in video description. Okay. Now, right click and click run as administrator. Click yes. Will show activating. It will actually show an error, but don't worry, it will activate your Windows. Most likely it has done it already, but we'll see. Yeah, I will show some errors, but it just works. Okay, I will show sorry our version isn't supported, but you can see properties, our Windows is activated, no problem. So if you want to be a good person, well, buying keys on eBay will not help Microsoft or any company, so these are just stolen or old keys from companies, so I don't really know. Well, this is actually the same moral thing as buying it on eBay. Yeah, you're not spending even your money, so... Okay, so this was an upgrade to Windows 8.1. As you can see, everything went pretty okay, everything works. It's lengthy process, but it's rewarding. You have support until 2023, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I will show the clean install in another one because this video is titled Upgrade to 8.1, and clean install is not much an upgrade as an install. So if you have any trouble installing 8.1 on your computer, just tell me and I will try to help you and assist you as much as I can. I will even make a video if it's like a widespread problem. So just type, or if you have concerns, even if you're really concerned if a specific program will work, game, driver, if your computer is compatible, just write what your PC specs are and I will tell you how good or bad the Windows 8.1 will run on your computer. I hope you enjoyed that. Please leave a like, comment. If you didn't like it, dislike. I know my English isn't the best, but I'm trying to help you, and I'm actually trying to improve my English. It isn't much yet, but I hope that will actually improve in future. So have a nice day, and unfortunately, RIP Windows 7. That's how life is. I just hope Microsoft will release Windows 11. Now I'm supporting Windows 8.1 as the middle ground between Windows 7 and 10 because 8.1 has some improvements on top of Windows 7. It's not Windows 10, so it meets all my requirements. Please help, for the God help, and increase the market share. Microsoft is thinking they can actually force people to 10, and that's not right. If the Windows 10 is so good, why do you force people to upgrade to Windows 10? Why do you let people use unactivated copies of Windows 10? Why do you activate even Windows 10 from a pirated copy of Windows 7 or 8.1? They know these copies were pirated, but they actually want you to use Windows 10 to increase its market share as much as possible to kill the fucking Windows 7 and 8.1. Yeah, I'm angry, but that's just how it is. So keep thinking about that, and yeah. If you don't want to upgrade to Windows 8.1, like I said, just install it in a virtual machine, try it out. Yeah, download Classic Shell if you hate this Metro so much and you can't withstand it. Download Classic Shell, it will look exactly like Windows 7. I will show you. It's pretty easy, you just open your browser, look, works, all your history, everything will be here. Classic Shell. Okay, download now. Click English. Okay. Next, I accept. Next, install. These are pretty easy steps and you have up-to-date Windows, so it's worth it. Now it will ask you, you will just click Windows 7 styles. You can replace the star button, but I don't see the point. And there you go. Is it that different? Is it? You can unpin this actually if you want, and yeah. So guys, that's it. Like I said, if you have any problems, leave them down in the comments. So have a nice day.